Authors Tell All, a podcast by Shy Soul. She's bringing you author interviews, book discussions, and more. Stay tuned.
Hello, 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 everybody. We are live with Tyra. Hi, how you doing, lady?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Okay, on today's show, we're going to be talking with author Tyra. We will be talking about her books. We have a new segment. It's going to be called the Brownie Girl segment. I'll be doing this a lot with new authors and reoccurring authors. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to be talking about new things that has been going on with this author because she has a lot of stuff that's been going on, and I'm so proud of her. So let's get into all of that. First, we're going to start off with your new book. When did that drop?
Okay, so this is the thing about my new book.
Mm-hmm.
So I am currently in graduate school and I'm working full time. So I'm in school full time too. So I realized that this is a lot of work. So I did drop the book, but it's gonna drop before the end of this year. Because honestly, I feel like if you push yourself to do something, it's not going to turn out great. So I wrote the book, and then I read it, and I was like, my name is attached to it, so let's not do that. So I just pushed the date back, and I'm just going to pull a Juanita Clark. Y'all get it when y'all get it at this point.
Right. I feel that because I'm kind of like in that same boat. I'm like rewriting my whole story. I mean, the story is completely done, finished, but my publisher was like, no. He's like, you need to go back. He's like, your story is there. He said, you just need to go back and you just need to add a lot more stuff. He said, you could have a very good book here, but you just need to put just a little bit more in. He said, I know you can do it. He said, I know you don't feel like rewriting this story, but I'm like, I don't have a problem with that, but it's a lot. And I'm hoping I can get it done by, January, because I like to put a book out every time on my birthday. But
Yes.
I understand what you're saying about school and being an author, because I'm in that same boat, and then plus I have my graphic design business, so it's not like I'm juggling. I'm so glad I'm not juggling, because that'd be a lot. I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna take a pause from everything, because that's the type of person I am. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try to focus on one thing at a time. And school being the first priority.
Yeah, right. I'm just like, okay, school, and then of course gotta work, but I don't have to put too much thought into that because I know what I have to do every day. But when it comes to school, you gotta think about the assignments and how long the assignment is and all of that. You really have to put your attention towards that. So school is definitely the number one priority.
Right, and I approve of that message. Anybody, and I know a lot of authors that's in school and trying to write, and they're like, I want to write full time, but I'm trying to get this degree. And that's the best thing, because if you're really, really good at writing, that can be your full-time job. I mean, I want that to be my full-time job. I really do. And I'm trying to push for that. My parents are supporting everything that I do, and I know your parents are doing that too, so big ups to that. So yeah, and your books is amazing. So when I was like, where's this book? She told me about the book, and I'm like, what's going on? And then we rescheduled this show so many times because I know you was doing a lot. I'm like, what is going on with her? I'm like, she ain't tell me about the book, no nothing. I'm waiting on juicy details. I'm like, what's going on? But I get it. But she did drop a book, I Used to Love Him. H-I-M. That book is, I fell in love with that book. It really spoke to me. I really like it. She did something very different from her norm, and
yeah, definitely different.
Very different, and I really like it. So we can get into that. What kind of book is this? I know what kind of book it is, but I want you to explain to them.
Okay, so I Used to Love Him is a poetry book, which is way different.
Mm-hmm.
Way different from what I usually write. And so for years, I just write little poems here and there, and it's I'll just be sitting somewhere and something will pop in my head and I'll write it down. And so I had got to a car accident early this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had time to really sit and I just wrote all my emotions, all my thoughts. I wrote it down. And then that's the time where I actually typed it up and everything, and I had time to type it and publish it within the week that I was out of work. So
yeah.
I got that. I was trying to about my past lovers, current, like, it was just all of that mixed together. So I was just like, what can I name this? And I actually got inspired by Common. I used to love her.
Mm-hmm.
So I just flipped it to him, and then I found out that Lauryn Hill and Mary J. Blige, I believe, also have a song, I Used to Love Him. So I was all like, okay, they all correlate together, so that's what I'm going to use.
And I really fell in love with it because I'm like thinking like, is she talking about her own love life, or does she ask other? It really like spoke to me because I'm like, I'm young, she's young, like who is she talking about? And I'm like, this is really good because it should speak to you. And I love poetry anyway, so big ups to that, to go out of your norm. But I was like, yeah, this is a really, really good book by her, and she did a well job on this. Especially for an author to go out of the comfort zone to do something different, and it falls into our Brownie Girl segment. So what you said about love life and all that, we're going to talk about a little bit about that. So what kind of advice, because me, myself, and I, if you have been on social media for the past couple of days, we've been seeing a lot about the Omarion and all that. I'm like, yes, this is definitely going to fit into my podcast with her because I really want to get her opinion because I have mine and I know you guys don't like it. So what is your take on what black love is supposed to be like? Because we write about it all the time. So what do you think that's really supposed to be like?
I thought this question was going to go a little different, but black love, I actually grew up with both of my parents in the household, and I witnessed their love, and I'm still witnessing their love, like, today, and everybody knows that when you're in a relationship, you're going to have problems. Like, you're going to, everything's not going to be cookie cutter, rainbows, and sunshine. It's not going to be like that all the time, but I really need people to understand that if your significant other is, like, disrespectful, that's not love. Like, call me out of your name, being abusive in any type of way, that's not love. But as long as you're, like, without all of that, but with black love, happiness, like, real happiness. Like, you have your own happiness, he has his own happiness, or, if you prefer to be with the same sex, love is love. But with black love, it's just like, we're really protecting each other, because I've been seeing that a lot too about black men not protecting black women, and black women not protecting black men. I don't know if you've been seeing that, but I've been seeing that a lot, and I'm just like, we're protecting each other, but when these other people try to come in and they say certain things, it's just like, dang. Like an example, and this might, I don't know how people are gonna react to this, but like, when a black woman dates outside of her race, and you see everybody, they're like, oh yeah, go get him, girl, blah, blah, blah. But when a black man dates outside of his race, it seems to be a problem. And me personally, I'm just like, it's not a problem, but when you say something like, I got tired of black women, so now I'm dating a white girl, and she doesn't, that's when it becomes a problem.
Right.
When you say something like that. So, yeah, I just said a lot. I feel like I went off the topic.
No, you didn't, because that all fits in, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more within this slight hour. So, basically, I feel the same way, and I have been seeing that, how it's been some, I'm going to just say some raggedy posts, because, I keep it 100 with you guys, and it's been a lot of just raggedy posts where they're, like she said, not defending us, blaming us for things that, like, we didn't cause. Like, come on now, we not the only woman up in here. Like, come on now, you can't just put that all on one black woman, one black girl. That doesn't go that way. So I totally agree with what she's saying. Now, what I want to talk about with the Omarion situation with that heifer, yes, I called her a heifer because she is. Please, don't say she not, because most of y'all know she is. And the other half that's agreeing.
Okay. But listen. Okay, so like when I first heard about the Omarion Biz and Exit situation.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, okay, and people probably gonna dislike me for this, but I was just like, okay, like, Fizz and Omarion, like, if you follow them through their history or whatever, they've always worked together. Maybe when they were younger, of course, there was a brotherhood, they were younger, but as they grew older, and Omarion went his separate way or whatever, their friendship kind of dissolved.
Yep.
And then it just became this relationship.
See that's what I'm saying. You just do that.
Listen, but listen. We're older, and at first, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm neutral on this because Omarion and Fizz, they're not friends. Like, okay, they were in the same group, but they're not friends. I don't know. I'm a disconnect.
You see what I'm saying? It's like a big question mark. Like, were y'all real friends? That's why it seems like Omarion really isn't too bothered by it. He's very unbothered. He's out there living his best life. I mean, we really can tell that he do not care. And it's like she really wants him to care. Like, they really want him to respond. And honestly, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's like y'all doing this for him to have an outburst, to give her more clout. That's how I feel about it. This is like a whole book situation. This could be like a whole book. We've wrote about this so many times. Like, we understand that they were in a group or whatever, but they pretty much grew up together, you can sort of say. So it's like, I don't know if that's against the code still, but it's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah, but and also my thing about it is Omarion's unbothered. I'm trying to figure out why everybody else is like truly bothered. I scroll down my TL and all I see is everybody talking about this situation, but I'm just like, okay, y'all talking about this situation about this celebrity, but y'all not focused on the situation that you're in your real life.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, like.
Right, and honestly, they just want the drama. Like, our readers want drama with our books. If our books don't have drama, they're going to be like, this was dry. This was plain. You know, they're going to be like that. They want him to respond, to have those posts and to, go back and forth, and for her to respond and say something on her Snapchat story or her Instagram story. Things like that. That's how I feel about it. Like, they just want him to respond, to have something to say. And I just love the fact that he's not going to give them or her or the couple that satisfaction. So I'm living for that. All celebrities should pretty much be like that, because they just know it's going to spark a fire, basically. They know it's going to be, let me get an interview. Let me put this on the shade room. All that type of stuff. If I was a celebrity, I'm not going to go through all that. I don't know if it's other people who agree with me, but no. It's some things that you do want to... You're still human. It's some things that you do want to keep private.
Yeah, definitely.
Most definitely. So, what are... how do I put this question? What is some new things you've learned or have done since the last time we've had the first show with you? What are some things that have changed in your life?
Well, the one is graduate school, definitely. That's one. Other than things, I've been traveling a lot. I haven't really traveled to many places, but I've been traveling a lot. Like, every time my friends look up, I'm going somewhere. But I just go to Houston, nothing big. But, what else? Oh, a new job. I have a new job.
Mm-hmm. Because
I mean, I would say about my boo, but he ain't really do. he ain't do, but he do. So.
Because she's my favorite. So, like, when I see her post something, I'd be like, let me get on my reporter and be like, let me ask. But no, seriously, because I've seen a lot of growth. Like, I know you did a bomb interview. I know you did that. I think, weren't you featured in a magazine or something like that? Or is it something different? Yes. There we go. That's what I want to ask you about. Now, how was that like?
I was just like, I just like I was for it because I didn't expect when I posted about it, when I posted the link, I didn't expect to get the reaction that I got because I haven't dropped a book in so long. And so when people seen that, like, it was getting shared everywhere. And me actually doing an interview, I was just like, wow, what all can I say? Like, is this too short? Is this too much? Am I doing too much? Like, it was a great experience. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful for the exposure.
Yeah, when I seen it and I read about it, I was like, yes, finally. Because she has so many good books. Like, y'all should have really just picked up on her a long time ago.
I'm trying to tell people, hey, the brownie squad, we're here.
Exactly. But no, seriously. Where do you think your books are gonna take you? Do you think you're gonna do any movies for your books or anything like that? And if so, when do you think you would want that to happen?
So I think what I want to do to kind of keep my books like mine and like the way my story is written, I would probably, I want to do a web series or to do like a long movie, 2-hour movie, and like post it to my YouTube channel and do it like that. Because I already know where it'll be like recorded and stuff like that. I already know who's going to be in it. So that'll be my first big thing. And hopefully one of my future books that I have in mind already. I already have a storyline out, title. I don't have the cover yet, which is crazy because I love covers. But hopefully I would end up being New York Times bestselling author. I'm trying to get that. But yeah, next would be web series or movie on YouTube.
Yeah, I agree with the YouTube and you trying to do it yourself because, you know, you really are in it and really in it, like developing and making sure your story isn't changed around and you get to see exactly who's going to be in it and all that good stuff. So I would definitely would like to do something like that too because you're distributing it yourself. So you're putting it on your own platform, and I do believe it's this type of platform that you could use to get it on other streaming services too. So, you know, if it gets like really, really big, you can do that too. So that's even more exposure for your movie. So I like that. So you're like pretty much into film. Like, I'm definitely into film. So actually I would want to be like, you know, my Tyler Perry and actually be like, you know, with the camera and everything like that. So like you're basically want to do it like that.
Yeah, make my little cameo in my movie. Be like, hey, be a customer or something in my movie. You know, show a little face. Won't be none of the main characters. I'm not there yet.
Oh, definitely, but it's not. In my opinion, it's not being there yet. It's just having that connection with your readers, because if you have a big fan base, which I know you do, they're going to be down for whatever you do. So once you make that post like, I'm finally doing it, you know, with the film thing, they're going to be like, oh, which book? You know, that's how I want my fans to be, because I just have those stories in my head where I know I could definitely turn it into a movie. And I've read most of your books, so I already know you could pull that off.
One day at a time, it's gonna come though. Just gotta keep manifesting it and speaking it into existence.
Okay, so I just looked through my questions, and this is an actual good question for this segment. It's kind of out there, but I think you'll I think you'll like it. It says, we are taught to be ladies, but the quote-unquote vixens get all the money, attention, and the good life. Do you think that's true? And if you do think it's true, why? That's it.
Do the vixens?
It says,
the vixens get all the money and stuff?
yeah, like the heifers. And I try to keep it a little bit PG, but some because this episode isn't rated R.
Because I'm like, vixens. I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like the way social media is today, you got to be showing a little something to get something. And that's because I scroll down my TL, I'm just like, oh, okay, your face speaks to God. Yeah, every day you go to sleep with your makeup on because you be on live and you get ready to go to sleep and your face still beat. And then you wake up and your face is still beat.
Right.
And you in these matching bra and panties, all on, girl, yeah. Yeah. But I can honestly say they're not taking over social media, but they do receive the most attention the way that we think we should receive it as authors. So I don't know. It's kind of tricky because it's like two different paths that we're on, but they do receive more attention. I don't know if they just what's the word I want to use? I don't want to say, see, if I use ratchet or ghetto, that's just like, I don't want to use those words. So, that type of, it's two different industries. We just don't say it like that. Two different industries, and that would just receive more attention.
Right. I understand that. So let me try to connect this with our book industry. Now, this is about to get wild because I've seen a few things over my years of being here, and I've only been in the industry for next year is going to be 4. So I've seen a lot of wild things, and I kind of think some of it is true. So let's just take that question and put it with, say, your publisher. And you're doing certain things to get more royalties or get more exposure with your book. Ooh, that's crazy, but Jesus Christ, that kind of wowed me out. But what if you think that actually happened? How would you feel about it if you was with that publishing company as an author and, you know, that scandal, quote unquote scandal came out?
Honey, I'm a dip out because what
Exactly.
something.
That is something.
I've seen authors start beef. Oh my gosh, let's talk about a recent one. It's not recent, but I've actually seen somebody screenshots of messages from somebody else, and it was like the person telling them that they doing too much and this, that, and the fifth, and posting it, and then people are like, oh, who's that? No, you're a great author, but turns out that they're messaging themselves.
What? Now this, I did not hear about it. Wow. Sometimes I go ghost. I wish I would have been on to hear about that one. So, wow, they was messaging themselves. Clout.
People don't know that. A lot of people don't know that still. And now people who are listening, they're going to be trying to figure out who. But yeah, that's one situation that happens when people try to do the imaginary beat. That's the one. I would never. I'm not going to sit here and argue with, like, I have, made a status and directed it towards, like, the book industry, but I've never sat and argued with somebody because that's my name being out there, and that my name is attached to the rest of my brand, everything else that I'm doing, and I don't feel like, I don't want to put myself in that situation, and then when somebody else is talking later on in the future, they're like, well, when she in that situation? Yeah, when she was in that situation, they're like, oh, I don't want to read a book by her, I don't want to watch a video by her, like, I just don't want to put myself in that situation, so I just try to mind my own business.
Right, me too. I understand that. And you know, if it does happen, it is what it is, because at the end of the day, you're still going to have supporters who are going to be like, oh, I know she's not like that. And, you know, she didn't even respond to it. She didn't go back and forth. So we see who's the bigger person here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd still be those real ones who'll be like, you know what, I'm still going to stick with her no matter what. You know, but the people who love the messy drama and all that, they're going to be like, let me just keep spreading the word and telling people don't do this or don't buy our books. And I hate it, but it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Happens
Quite a lot.
way too often. But
Yeah, it does.
people love drama. That's why they have all these scripted shows and all that. So, hey. Let one of these authors write a scripted show about us authors. That would be crazy. Please don't take that idea. Forget I said that. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, I had a show name in my mind. I can't think about it though. We gonna leave it.
Right. We gonna leave that alone. But to keep this very nice, sweet, and short, there's one more question I want to ask. And this is, do you believe that Black love is not a fairy tale? If it was in that sense. Because we write about that all the time. We see it. So, do you believe, like, let's put it in the sense of some celebrities who try to fake it and all that. Do you believe that it can sometimes be not a fairy tale?
That's a good question. You know what? I can actually agree that Black love is not a fairy tale. Because you know what?
Mm-hmm.
If it was a fairy tale, then it would be real.
Exactly.
Like, Jada and Will. That's Black love. Those two. They're a great example of Black love. Just the way that their families work, and just by the things that they say. Like, I remember Will was saying how, and I believe I said this earlier, about him having his own happiness, and then Jada having her own happiness, and when they had their happiness together, it wasn't him making her happy, and that is the way how she was carrying on through their relationship. They have their own individual happiness, and then they brought that together, and then now they have a beautiful family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great example. So I can, when we write about how people want to imagine that love to be like that love that they're yearning for. And people might, find it in real life, but yeah.
Yeah. I like what you said. Like, sometimes people can think, oh, it's rare. Oh, it's never gonna happen. All the little extra stuff. But, I mean, it can. I mean, yeah.
Can.
Like, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just want to say what Tyler Perry said. He said that if you're looking for love and you keep going through the same circle over and over again, the guy cheats on you, or he does something bad to you, or the relationship doesn't last, that's because you're going after the same person. And why you're going after the same person is because you haven't changed yourself. You haven't found yourself. You don't have self-love or anything like that. You're looking for someone to love you. And that's not how a relationship should work at all.
Yeah.
Both of you should have equal self-love. You should have some power over yourself. You shouldn't have someone to try to do that for you. Unless the relationship isn't going to work. There's not going to be too much trust, or you have trust issues or anything like that. So when he said that, I'm like, yeah, that he's right about that. Because if you look at some of these, go ahead.
Oh, I said I definitely agree.
Yeah, because if you look at some of these celebrities, you see it. Like, they keep going after the same person. They keep sleeping with the same person, and nothing is changing. They're just doing it over and over and over again. Nothing is changing because they haven't changed themselves at all. And I'm like, I agree, because I believe in self-love and all that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be out here like, oh my God, I don't love myself. I just want somebody to love me. You know, that's what I try to get my younger cousins to understand. Like, you just don't need a boyfriend and you're happy. That's not how it works, hun. No, you're going to be unhappy. Let's be realistic here. You're going to be very unhappy. So.
I agree. I definitely agree. For real. Because with that celebrity, it's crazy to me how somebody would be, we can use, what are their names? Kalani? I don't know if that's their name in YG.
Mm-hmm.
And how there was a video of YG kissing another female, and it was a clear video. We could all see it was him.
Yep.
And then he turned around and he was just like, man, I love Kalani. Like, I've been trying to get with her for 5 years. You love her. But, and then he was drunk. He blamed it on his drunkenness. And then it's just like, I just didn't understand that. Like, that right there. But they're still together, so that's just something, I guess, that she's going to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just wonder if he is to do it again, is she going to continue to deal with it?
Right. Like, you love him that much that you can see past him basically in the public eye for everybody to see with proof.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see if it was somebody trying to do a prank, trying to, mess up their relationship. I can see if that was a lie, but you're blatantly in the video doing it. And you're getting blasted because they're like, I can't believe you did that to her, but you say you love her. Like, no, that's not how it goes. That's a perfect example. I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly what I meant. You're going to keep going back and forth until finally, sis, you get tired, and now you're drained, and now you really don't have too much love for yourself. So now you're like, okay, now I'm done. Now you're broken. Now you have to repair yourself. Or if you don't repair yourself, you're going to put that on the next relationship. That's definitely how it should not go. Period.
Period. That's about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to make me have a conversation with my boo right now. Let's talk about this.
I plan on doing these segments with authors a lot more often because I like this. This is fun. I will be having her on the show again. I done had same author come on here like 5 times. And she's definitely going to come on here again. We'll have another Brownie Girls segment. Make sure you join her group. I'll put that in the link when I share this. Make sure you join her group, the Brownie Squad. I love that group. Yeah. She posts about her books. She posts quotes and all of the extra stuff. So that's basically where I got the idea from. But she gave me the go to be able to do this again with other authors. So I will be doing that again. We'll change it up. But she's going to be the main one to come on the show to be able to do this again, since she's the one who came up with it. So.
Yay!
Yes. So I want to say that on the show. So we'll be having more topics like this. And it'll be even longer. And we'll make sure to have a lot more of you in here to have a full-on Brownie Girl discussion. So, with that, this is the end of that show. I loved having you on. We'll have you on again for sure when you're free, sis.
And I will definitely be ready.
I love you. She definitely loves you. See you later. Bye.